Here's another serging tip for you. Did you know that your machine can do a flat lock stitch? It looks great on sportswear, it's a great decorative stitch, and it's really simple to do. If you make fleece blankets or fleece jackets, you're gonna really love this because fleece is the perfect fabric for this application. So let's take a look here. When you serge the edge of this, you end up with really messy stitches like this. It kind of looks kind of crazy, right? But then when you open it up, it ends up looking like this. All you do is you open it up and stretch it, and from the right side, you end up with a beautiful ladder stitch. And from the wrong side, you end up with just a flat stitch. But what I want to show you what you don't want to do is to open it up and you end up with a hole. So there's a few things that you have to learn about this stitch, and there's just a few settings you need to change. First of all, try to use a blind hem foot. It makes it so much easier. And what this foot does is the plastic will guard your fabric against the knife, although I still put the knife down for this application, you don't have to. And this knob right here will move the plastic right and left. So it'll help your stitch, which I'll explain in a moment. So let's go ahead and put that on the machine. Make sure that your needle's in the upper position and just slide that foot on. Okay, and then for the settings, we're using 3 needles. I'm using the far left needle, and we're gonna lower that tension to a 2. And then we're going to obviously not do anything to this needle, and the upper looper, we're gonna lower to 3. It actually could be anywhere between 2 and 5, so you'll adjust it according to how thick your fabric is. But for this one, 3 is where I'm gonna start. And for the lower looper, they suggest anywhere from 6 to 9, so we're gonna go with about 7.5. So that's the settings. So you're increasing the lower looper, you're decreasing the upper looper, and you're decreasing the needle, which allows that stitch to be so messy. So when you open it, it's perfect. A couple more settings here. On the stitch length, it could be anywhere between 2 and 3, and the differential feed, we're just gonna leave alone. I'm gonna lower the knife, and that's all you have to do. And then you have 2 choices when you go to serge this. You could fold your fabric in half, where you're gonna just do that right on the half, or you could put 2 pieces of fleece together, just like this. So if you're using a decorative stitch and it's not for a purpose of piecing fabric, just fold your fabric in half. And all you do is stitch, allowing that fabric to butt up against that plastic edge. And when you get to the end, just make sure your needle's up, pull the fabric out, and you have a beautiful ladder stitch, and on the back side, you also have a beautiful flat lock stitch.